The Iran-Contra Affair stands as a stark reminder of the fragility of trust in government. During the 1980s, the Reagan administration became embroiled in secret dealings that shocked the nation. This scandal, involving clandestine arms sales to Iran and illegal funding of Nicaraguan rebels, shook American democracy. At the heart of the affair lay covert operations shrouded in secrecy and deception. The Reagan administration, driven by a desire to free American hostages and topple the Sandinista government in Nicaragua, made fateful decisions. These decisions, made in the shadows, tarnished the legacy of a popular president and raised questions about executive power. The Iran-Contra Affair exposed the dangers of unchecked power and the importance of government transparency. It served as a reminder that even the most powerful institutions are not above the law. The Iran-Contra Affair cannot be understood in isolation. It unfolded against the backdrop of the Cold War, a period of intense geopolitical rivalry between the United States and the Soviet Union. The U.S., driven by a fear of communist expansion, adopted a policy of containment, leading to involvement in conflicts worldwide. In Central America, the U.S. viewed the leftist Sandinista government in Nicaragua as a threat. The Reagan administration, elected on a platform of anti-communism, took a hard line against the Sandinistas. It provided covert support to the Contras, a right-wing rebel group fighting to overthrow the Nicaraguan government. However, Congress passed the Boland Amendments, restricting U.S. military aid to the Contras. The administration, determined to support the Contras, began exploring alternative ways to fund the rebels, setting the stage for the Iran-Contra Affair. In the early 1980s, the U.S. faced a hostage crisis in Lebanon, where American citizens were held captive by Hezbollah. The Reagan administration, desperate to secure the release of the hostages, found itself in a quandary. The U.S. had a policy of refusing to negotiate with terrorists, but public pressure was immense. The administration secretly sold arms to Iran, hoping to secure the hostages' release. This decision violated U.S. law and circumvented Congress. The arms sales to Iran set in motion events that would lead to the Iran-Contra Affair. The Reagan administration's gamble to achieve its goals ultimately led to scandal and disgrace. The Iran-Contra Affair involved a cast of characters operating in a shadowy world of covert operations and backroom deals. Ronald Reagan, the 40th President of the United States, saw his presidency tarnished by the affair. Oliver North, a Marine lieutenant colonel, was deeply involved in supplying arms to the Contras. John Poindexter, National Security Advisor, approved the diversion of funds from the arms sales to the Contras. William Casey, Director of Central Intelligence, was a key architect of the Reagan Doctrine and involved in covert operations. The actions of these individuals, driven by patriotism and ambition, had far-reaching consequences. The scandal cast a long shadow over Reagan's legacy and raised questions about executive power. The Iran-Contra Affair revealed the dangers of unchecked power and the importance of transparency. The Iran-Contra Affair began to unravel in the fall of 1986, when a Lebanese magazine revealed the secret arms sales to Iran. The Reagan administration initially denied the arms sales, but as more details emerged, the denials became untenable. The scandal quickly escalated, dominating headlines and prompting calls for a full investigation. Congress launched hearings, and a special prosecutor was appointed to investigate. The American people, already wary of government secrecy after Watergate, were outraged by the revelation. The scandal shook the foundations of American democracy, raising questions about executive power and government accountability. The Iran-Contra Affair marked a turning point in the relationship between the American people and their government. It served as a reminder that even in a democracy, power can be abused, and eternal vigilance is the price of liberty. The Iran-Contra Affair captivated the nation as televised congressional hearings brought the scandal into American living rooms. Millions tuned in to witness dramatic testimonies, including Oliver North's defiant defense and the grilling of Reagan administration officials. Public outrage reached a fever pitch as the hearings exposed the extent of the government's deception. Americans felt betrayed by their leaders, who had violated the public trust and acted outside the law. The hearings highlighted the critical role of congressional oversight in holding the executive branch accountable. The Iran-Contra Affair demonstrated the importance of a robust system of checks and balances. The hearings revealed the power of public scrutiny and the importance of a free press in holding those in power accountable. They served as a reminder that no one, not even the president, is above the law. The legal fallout of the Iran-Contra Affair was significant, with several key figures facing criminal charges. Oliver North, John Poindexter, and others were indicted on charges ranging from conspiracy to obstruction of justice. The trials resulted in a mix of convictions, acquittals, and overturned verdicts, leaving a sense of incomplete justice. The scandal had a profound impact on the Reagan administration, tarnishing its legacy. While Reagan remained popular, the Iran-Contra Affair eroded public trust in his administration. The political fallout extended beyond the Reagan presidency, shaping future debates about executive power and government accountability. The Iran-Contra Affair highlighted the need for clear legal frameworks governing covert operations and the importance of congressional oversight. The scandal's legacy continues to resonate, informing discussions about national security, foreign policy, and the balance of power in American democracy.